squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers. The Vols will put total leather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tigers' offense will be first on the attack. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Snagged in the middle. It's Howard. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. To the air, it's Daniels. Spits it out to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will take the field for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have 2 guys, 1 on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Payne. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Volunteers have pushed it inside the 20. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5. The Volunteers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy, and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you got to go up. Nice job on 1st down, stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
The screen, and watch out. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Nice job on the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this guy just stays on a roll. He's been getting to quarterbacks and making life really, really hard. He had 3 sacks a week ago, 1 already in this ball game. You better know where he is at on every single snap.
Sometimes you need a little luck off that right up, right and through. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Daniels. Got his man on the right.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Using his legs, it's Watson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking to pass, it's Daniels. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And guys, that 3 ball has us all tied up here in the 2nd. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with a send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Rutgers. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Hey, quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physical.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
He snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. To the air, it's Daniels. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He'll off one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Looking for more room. At the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They go right back to it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle. It's Craven. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll go with a direct snap. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Off play action. They get it up. A sack at the 20. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays.
He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 25. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Makes the catch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they
unleashes one deep. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Absolutely perfect. That'll bring them to within 4. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So here comes the Auburn offense. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Looking down the middle. And his throw is incomplete. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Howard. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Look out, he's got room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Vols will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown.
Returner goes out of bounds.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the plains. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
We're just about ready to start the second half. No shot at a return. It's out in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Scrambling away.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. The give on the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Vols will line up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Punt is on its way. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Rushes on him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hardy. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Volunteers decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space.
Oh, he's got some space. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out and back in the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Got it in the middle. It's Payne. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. One final play before the end of the quarter. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Caught behind the line. It's Hardy. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. And we'll start the fourth quarter by trying to boot a 3 through there. Never a doubt. That'll trim the deficit to 15. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Northwestern has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up 14 over Rutgers. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the inside. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. So here is the Tennessee offense. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. Field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On the direct snap, it's Hardy. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Great place to start for this offense. He'll do it himself. Turning it on. Got enough space. Touchdown, Auburn! And the pummeling has started. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then you...
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of...
He lofts one down the sideline. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a real...
Touchdown, Tiger! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Line gets set, 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. Can't get him to the ground. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. The Volunteers are in the red zone. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. And the Vols, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Trying to punch it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Here's a heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
16.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 27. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.